hello everybody. Welcome to Divide and Conquer Sacred World. This is a 5th edition game based on the Pathfinder Inner Seas using the Greyhawk Pantheon. A little bit of Tal'Dorei, Innistrad, and Ravnica all wrapped into a beautiful campaign. We will not have an Angel Boy. Paylor said go study. So that's what we have for right now. As we're getting to our announcements, I am copying and pasting right now because that is something that I need to. KHA. I don't know how to type apparently.
Who knows how to do anything with technology?
Technology is hard, but
it's a curse.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of curses, there's one that we're currently dealing with. It's called the pandemic. And
Yay!
Yeah. And currently it's affecting India really, really harshly. So I'm going to post a link for the Clash organization. Clash8.com is the link for our audio listeners, but all the information should be in the text below. They're partnering with the Focus Pajid and trying to get oxygen to really remote regions and education, and just anything helps. You can spread the word, you can donate, but I'll put the link in the chat. Just let's try to make the world a little bit a better place. So, yeah. Other than that, I guess our normal announcements, letting you guys know that we have a merch store. All the info is down below. You can go. Mother's Day's coming up soon. Go buy your Mother of Sea Devils t-shirt.
It's not a real holiday, but all right.
Yeah, Devils,
I mean,
Sea Devils shirt.
It's not, but like go buy a flag. Go give it to. Go get a bonsai t-shirt or sticker, and
yes.
For those that you love. Speaking of, Jeremiah is the ultimate plug. Speaking of buying things for people, you can always use our code Divine Conquer and get some awesome cool dice bolts and dice trays, and like spell slot holders like this one, who's very, very specific in this campaign. It's a lot of different cool things. Yeah. Go to Talon and Claw, and their Etsy information is down below, as well as everybody else's info will all be down below. Go support them. Go support the arts. Speaking of art, hey, transitions. Our bros that do the Saturday stream for Dimming Plays and Dim Doodles, they have a Patreon too that you can go support, where they make amazing, beautiful arts for a cool comic book. Go support them. Go do the thing. And speaking of supporting them, you should also support us, which is all of us, at the Patreon for Divine and Conquer. And if you sign up for Divine and Conquer's Patreon and you want to like chat with other people, let us know, and we'll like start transitioning people.
Dear God, that's not the word to use.
No.
No.
Don't worry. We'll send you from one plane to the other plane. And you guys can talk on Discord. Yeah, words are hard apparently. Hi, I'm gonna stop speaking. We should intro ourselves. I love y'all. Hi, I'm Jesus. I'll be y'all's DM and stumble through words apparently. And over to my right is a Jeremiah. Who are you playing?
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm playing Rognarv Full Metal, a dwarven battlesmith artificer who currently can't really make magic items, which is very sad.
Yeah.
I am drooling and very dumb.
And
That's my 30 seconds for now.
all right, that's your 30 seconds. Got it. Hey Vic, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Vic, and I'm going to be playing West, the human barbarian who does not make the best decisions, which was what led him into being a warlock, because he made a pact with his, at the time, he's assumed best friend, and from there discovered some things about himself, so now he's a druid in training.
Yeah. Hey Oleg, who are you? Hey Dickie, who are you playing?
Hey, Oleg.
Hi, I'm Oleg. I'm
Oleg.
Dickie. Oleg, the half-orc fighter, son of a legendary human fighter that he doesn't know his name, raised in a military institute where he escaped and ends up in Absalom, where he joined an assassin cult, where he was jumped by some jealous assassins. He killed them. One of them was the son of the guild, so he's been on the run ever since. So where does he go hide? He goes back to Absalom with this group, and also has a magic box where he got a whole bunch of notes, and he's hoping that it's time to finish the mystery tonight.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited about that too. Hey, Tabby, who are you playing?
Hi, everybody. I'm Tabatha. I will be playing Cole, the Tiefling Cleric. No fun fact about Cole this week. He's totally normal. It's not like he's, worshipping anything like, evil.
I'm sorry, does he have earrings on?
Yeah.
I just now noticed that miniature has earrings.
Yeah.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah.
You mean nerds?
Yeah, my boy
paraded
around saying
now.
that he was a cleric of Farlagon. He actually worships
all the cool.
Asmodeus.
Listen, yeah, sure. Pierced ears, whatever. That's some nerd shit right there. The cool kids wear nose rings. Actually, thank you.
Cool kids do wear nose rings. That's true. Hey,
D20 will go right back there.
Asmodeus is like in the chess club, and this is just like listening to Metallica, like nerd. Hey, someone who's not married to this. Hey, Lynn, who are you playing?
Wow.
I am. Yeah, rude.
It's
Grayson's not here.
That's what I said. Not married. That's.
I sense a leg sticking up in the aether somewhere.
I play Adipocere. He's the half-elf Circle of Spores druid. He's having an existential crisis. He's, kind of a reaper in a sense, and he just found out that he's died before, and that goes super against all the things he believes in. So he's kind of having to deal with that. But luckily, he has a cute little chipmunk friend.
That's you. That's you.
That's
I'm the chipmunk.
Yeah, you're the chipmunk.
Oh, the chipmunk. That's helping him through that. So that's nice.
Didn't Cole confess something recently?
Mm-hmm.
Unknowingly.
Well, with that confession, let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we? Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Let's play some of that beautiful recap music, shall we? So, to recap what happened last time on our second world game, the Elysian Vagabonds finally came out of, after 9 hours of being in this library that seems to kept testing the players, the characters. Cole being here as a child, but not recognizing anything, and just knowing that he was always led to this book, and finally reaching said book. After you guys solved puzzles, freed a spirit entity, you guys brought someone back from death after the intelligent devours devoured their mind. Some copied some recipes amongst other notes that were taken there. You guys discovered that this book of Asmodeus, who described a lot of things. One was heaven's ultimate sin, any fusion or bond essentially between the abyssal plane and heaven. You guys learned that, scary enough, that if an avatar ever becomes physical in the material plane and casts its first miracle, or enough entities and people start worshiping said avatar, it becomes fulfilled in the material plane, and that is completely catastrophic. Also learning that a ritual to summon an avatar has been stolen from this text. You guys learned that Jamal has been kidnapped after Elle and Jamal started investigating odd interactions with one of their clients, this wizard who not only has had their mind slightly altered, but a lot of things have been missing from their lab. And Jamal never returned. Communing with Jamal, you learn that he is somewhere underground with a whole bunch of bioluminescent plants and mushrooms. That's as far as you guys got. You also know the location to Mr. M, or Danza the Magnificent, who you know that as far as the word is escaping me. Theory. Yeah, that the Rakshasa that works for him has Ariell's blade. Rognarv still being cursed and having a hard time casting specific spells. Addy communing and having a rough conversation, a rough time with the Raven Queen. And knowing that there was a slight odd custody battle as she wanted to bring Addy to the other side, wherever may lead him, but a spell and a wish from our Cleric made Asmodeus intervene and brought Addy back. So, we're going to start the next morning in the city of Absalom. And going to play slightly more comforting music for all of us. Where is our non-copywritten, not Waterkeep? There we go. So, hey everybody. As everyone's fully rested and recovered from the night, as some of y'all are sleeping in the Sea Devil's Tavern here in Absalom, others are somewhere else completely. Okay. What?
No one
So
saw
we were at the Sea Devil's Tavern, you said.
You have to see those tavern. Now that's it.
That's all that we were looking at.
That's everything that you guys were looking at. What?
No one saw that.
No one saw
I don't know.
anything. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. I haven't been up since 2. So, what are you guys plotting with your mics muted? No, what are you guys doing as the sun rises in this early morning? What is everyone doing? Yes.
So West is probably gonna. He would have been spending most of the night cleaning up the tavern for Elle, and then first thing in the morning, he is jumping into the kitchen, not asking permission, because she's not gonna, he knows her by this point, so he's just gonna go for it and just start, prepping food and meals for the day.
Okay. All right. As you do see that there is a slight hint of as you don't have no idea what she says, but she says something to Dwarven to herself, and then just lets you go into the kitchen.
Yes.
What about the rest of you?
Rognarv is like this.
Fair enough.
That's right. We left her at the table.
It's still at the table.
Fair enough.
Wes would have put a coffee out for you. It's just right there, ready.
As you get that strong scent of bean soup that kind of just wakes you up, Rognarv, and there's a fresh cup. It smells delicious.
Look at him with the props. He's ready to go.
It's like he knew what was happening.
Hold on. It's made for Rognarv.
Perfect.
Totally made for Ragnar.
It's not strong enough.
Do you?
You say that out loud?
It's not strong enough. I need more
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, we'll make it yourself next time.
Mom.
You're welcome.
As
Oleg is closing his door, lighting his candle,
okay,
placing the Doomslayer on the table and the box next to it,
okay,
and spreading out his notes to open the box.
okay. As you do this, Oleg, can I have you roll
Oh.
5 investigations?
Oh, dang.
5
And-
investigations.
And then tell me, message me in private your result for
Alright.
each one.
Copy that.
Goodness.
Um,
5?
Cole would have probably ended up spending the night at the Sea Devil too.
Okay. I assumed everybody was just there.
Now that he's gotten a full night's rest, he's gonna go over to Rognarv and just be like, "How are you feeling?"
Rognarv, unfortunately, your negative to intelligence is still there.
Yeah, that's basically what Rognarv is doing. He's just in there, and then drink some coffee.
Okay. Let me pull up my information. Cool. Cole's just gonna grab his bag again. It's like, okay, this is becoming a routine.
He's gonna look at that. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Cole's gonna literally, do I have consent to cast a spell on you to kind of fix what's going on with your brain?
What's going on in my brain? There's nothing. You hear that? Nothing.
That, I'm gonna fix that.
He's just upset about it. Because he couldn't control his magic items. And he's
Cole's
so
not gonna
angry.
even argue it anymore. He's just gonna go on ahead and cast Greater Restoration.
All right. As I believe it's a diamond component, right? As you
Yes,
place this diamond component,
for the diamond which I have.
as you place this diamond in the middle of the room and start muttering your spells as Rognarv, you didn't know you had a headache, and so it started leaving you, and you just started feeling much better, almost like it's you. Both of you are not certain if you saw what you saw. It might just been as Elle is kind of opening up the curtains to let the light in, and just the light illuminating some of the dust that's in the air. But you could swear that some little particles are leaving your head and going into this diamond, and as the diamond is starting to crumble and be used up within the spell. But Rognarv, you're back at 20 intelligence.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. I feel better. What
That's
to do?
good.
Can I get me one of those?
I'm gonna look at this. Wait, can I do the thing now? And then I'm gonna go to one of my magic items and try to. Do I have to attune to every single one again?
You
I only have 3 that I
you don't
need.
have
Wait, no,
to
I actually need
attune to
a
them.
lot of-
You never
Okay.
unattune. You just grab them and you're fine. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna get my axe and try to mage hand it. So, just let it spin around in my hand.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Basically, just to test it out. How my
Yeah, you
my
cast
magic
Mage Hand and the axe starts spinning in your hand.
Rognarv is actually gonna have like a little tear on his eye, and he's gonna look at Cole. I don't have 100 gold to give you because I used it all.
That's fine. Don't apologize. That's why I bought the diamond component for emergencies such as this.
Listen, but do you want a dagger? Here you go. It's worth 150 gold. One of my dragon bone dagger. I'm gonna give it to Cole.
Thank you. Cole's gonna take the dragon bone dagger. Like, okay,
It's
I'll
a
pawn
beautiful,
this somewhere later.
piece. It really is.
He'll kind of feel bad about that then.
You know, I do feel bad. and then I'm gonna look at Cole and I'm gonna whisper, actually, a price that it's supposed to be only like 140 or something, but I added 10 more. Oh wait, no, actually, it's plus 150. Okay, I read it wrong. So it's 152
Yes, because
gold.
plus the normal
Because it's
cost
plus
of the actual
150,
dagger.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's 152 gold.
If you were
of
to sell
a
it
dagger.
to someone who actually knows what this is worth, yes.
Mhm.
Which, like any smith, will be able to do it. Just selling it to a commoner, they might be like, this is bone. I don't know if this is strong enough. As an example.
Well, again, thank you, Rognarv.
You can put that, you could pot it or something, but yeah, it's worth 150 plus 2.
Cole's gonna be just sitting and just kind of looking over his notes, and he's gonna just look a little perplexed.
Addie, what are you doing?
He slept at the Sea Devil, and he is up in his room, sleeping on the floor.
Okay. All right, just enjoying your nap. Cole, what are you doing exactly with your notes then?
He's just looking over stuff again, things that he basically wrote down from the library, and it's just the stuff that he had recently read in the book, the last book that he read, the big one from the library. Just the whole thing with the avatar, the needing the avatar and whatnot is just, I don't know, it just sits really weird with him. And it's like, just so, like, I'm assuming Rognarv's still there, and it's just like, so what I'm getting at is maybe possibly Avacyn and Lamashtu created something and there's an avatar for it? I don't know, like...
Can I roll just for you, Jesus, just for the sake of it? Like, or maybe just my passive perception or something, but what Rognarv is doing right now is basically he's laying down some of, like, a lot of his magic items that he built, and he's just like kind of cuddling them because he can finally kind of use them and stuff like that. So I don't know if he'll hear what Cole is saying or not. I don't know if you want me to roll anything.
I mean, that's up to you how concerned you are about it. I mean, he's saying it. I
Are you
don't
saying
assume
it
that it's
out loud,
out
or are you
loud.
saying
I
it
assume it's
in a
to
mutter?
himself. So it's up to you.
You're
Ragnar.
saying it loud, but to yourself, kind of, Cole?
Well, Cole was saying it to Rognarv, because now that
Oh.
Rognarv actually has the intelligence to understand what's going on.
And not asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you say again? Like about something
Just,
about Asmodeus?
So what? I'm trying to gather that there's the possibility that Lamashtu and Avacyn created something together, and there's an avatar for it, and I'm so confused.
Would I know what an avatar is? Jesus. Or that you need me to roll?
Roll me religion. It's a really low number. It's. But yeah, roll me religion.
Like, I'm not proficient, but it is intelligent, so it's a +5. That is a 24.
24.
19
Well,
plus 5.
you would know that an avatar is essentially like an embodiment or representation of a deity. Sometimes really holy warriors, or unholy for that matter, get the spirit of the deity, almost like a possession, and they physically become an embodiment of said deity. To summon an avatar and not just be granted by the gods themselves, from everything that you've been talking about and all that you guys have been exploring, I'll say that with your role as you're discussing this with Cole, you guys can both be like absorbing this information. It's problematic for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
One, from everything that Cole's been saying, all the notes that he's kind of like grasping at the moment is the joke that many of the that West and Addy have said. Well, why doesn't Paylor just do something about it? If Paylor moves and does something, it's opening up the invitation for every other god, every demon lord, every archdevil, every archfey to also intervene. You're saying the material plane is free game now.
Yeah.
So you hear whispers, you see miracles, but never the deity themselves. So now imagine you find a loophole and you bring forth a god. Maybe not in full strength, but you bring
Basically, that's what
forth
it is.
the invitation
An
of a god.
avatar is like an avatar is a materialized god, kind of like that.
It's yes, and the
Or demigod,
longer that
maybe.
the avatar stays, the stronger they get. And according to this text of Asmodeus, once an avatar casts his first miracle, or enough worship falls upon the avatar itself versus the deity, then that god becomes completely materialized. And that can undo a lot. That can cause a lot.
This is basically what I know too. Like,
Yes, I'll say that you guys are discussing this as you're hearing L in the back, Hunt, you're gonna need more chickens, and you hear chickens in the back and just bring them in as she's plucking the feathers towards Wes, and it's gonna be like an hour or so of you guys discussing, sharing notes, but that is what you guys are gathering at the moment.
Yeah, Rognarv's just gonna see Cole rubbing his temples and just being like...
well, was I told about... Because I was passed out when they were discussing about...
Oh, Jamal?
Jamal.
I would also probably fill Rognarv in on that, too.
I'm sorry, I don't know, but I have a lot of thoughts on that. But I feel like you already know too, but I was like, do you think Jamal is part of a component to summon the avatar?
It's not that I assume I know they need his heart for something.
Because of dragon or something. Do I know that Jamal's a dragon? I don't remember actually.
Do you?
Yes, I believe Rognarv was there when we
you guys
discovered
went to
that.
her.
Oh yeah. He was all angry too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like maybe it's because of the dragon heart. That's what they need, or maybe
Exactly.
the specific dragon that he is.
But what worries me is I don't know if this could possibly be the spell for an avatar that it is that they're trying to make. And again, I don't even know who is responsible for this. I don't know, just all of it's just... I have... One question gets answered and 5 more appear.
Welcome to Sacred World.
Yes. And Rognarv's just gonna see Cole just kind of like... It's just a nervous habit, but he's gonna just be like picking at his lower lip.
Okay.
He's not fully like pulling his lip down, but it's just
Yeah.
a nervous habit that he just has.
Yeah, of course. So,
I don't know. As he'll pretty much put it to Rognarv, I possibly even maybe need to talk to my mother about a few things too.
Possibility of the location of Jamal.
you all would hear, and Addy, unfortunately, this might wake you up, as you hear on y'all's Rocky Talkies, I'm getting close, and you hear the voice of Ariell. It seems not just one mage has had their mind wiped and their entire lab taken. Many of the archmages within Absalom, oils and stones, expensive religious artifacts has been taken from the temples as well. If I find anything else, I'll let you know.
guess I'll kind of go to my.
And then you hear another like, if you're going to the desert, I'll catch up with you. Everything should still go as planned.
No, I was gonna go to my Rocky Talkie
Mhm.
and basically like, do you have a clue onto who is taking all of this?
No, but some of these men are very talented. And that means someone even more talented must be behind it. I am afraid that one says that he keeps seeing a woman haunt his dreams.
Those hags again.
You hear nothing.
Cole will probably just finally admit that to Rognarv. Just when we fought them before, I prayed and asked for a divine intervention, and my deity came through and put them on a different plane, and I don't know where. I don't know if it stopped them altogether or if they found their way back.
Well, I know that there's this power of three thing that they have, but also one died by my hands, by my axe. But she cursed me, and apparently she's the only one who can remove the curse, but supposedly she's dead. I don't know. It's very confusing. That curse is gonna stay. That's for sure.
Ragnar,
There's no fixing it, I guess.
roll me, now that you have your mind where it is, roll me an intelligence. Just d20 plus int.
'24 again.
Okay, well that's
19 plus 5.
all right. Well, you pass the threshold and 5 above, so I'll give you a little bit more of a clue.
5 above.
Yeah.
So just my int alone would have passed it.
No. Like you beat the DC by at least 5,
Oh,
so like I'll give you
okay.
something,
Okay.
another clue. I'll say that about 2 hours have passed or so. The bar is still not open, but Wes, you're probably done making all the food for everybody. Including the aftercare for the kitchen, and make sure everything is put away, and even helped a little bit for Elle to organize. Where I told him I cannot reach up there. If you put it down here, it just makes everything a lot smoother. And as you guys are kind of just bonding over there and back and putting all the food, you notice that Addy has not come down, and nor Oleg. But it's reaching closer to like 11 in the morning. And as you guys are discussing and you're starting to eat and Rognarv, all these, you're still pondering, and your mind is filling in with all the information that you just didn't absorb because of the intelligence drain, but it's slowly starting to be pieced together here and there. There was a room that you stumbled upon that it was to summon the spirit of many creatures, and you know that a spirit is not a living entity, and it said everything from fiends to devils to elementals to bestial spirits to fays. That might be something that you could use. Since she's
The
dead.
library, right?
Mm-hmm. There's an entire room filled with just scrolls upon scrolls upon
Yeah,
scrolls.
is it? Yeah, I was gonna say like that's the scroll room.
Mm-hmm.
Rognar's got like, I don't even feel like going back there, but I feel like I have to get information or something. But
Do it, you must.
something more severe that needs to be taken care of?
I personally want to locate Jamal as soon as possible. And I don't think I have the means of being able to locate him.
Is there any kind of clues that you found when
Just
you tried to look for him?
It was underground, there are mushrooms, and that was about it. Cole's gonna look across the bar. Is Elle out and about?
Yeah, she's visible, but she's kind of starting the morning prep as though, like, her schedule's kind of like altered a little bit for making food for you guys.
Cole is gonna, cause the night before when he did cast the scrying spell, it was the Jamal's apron that he used, right?
Yes,
I believe.
yes.
Yeah. He'll ask Elle again, just like, if you don't mind, my mother is a very, very high, well, I consider her a very, very intelligent mage. Perhaps if it's okay with you, I can take the apron to her, and possibly we could be able to locate him.
You see that she's trying to smile, but doesn't. Yeah, of course, and kind of goes, here.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything else that you need, please let me know.
Cole, knowing how scrying in itself works, it's like, unless you have, like, possibly a piece of hair or something like that, I can't really
She looks.
get a better possible better location.
Don't think I. Did you? No, he's balding, so no, I don't think I.
Okay, it was worth a try.
No, I think all the hair that he has, he wants to keep.
Okay, makes sense. Cole pretty much would just be like, I'm just pretty much mentioned to Rognarv, that he's planning on going to visit his mother again.
Okay.
Company.
Do
Do you need company?
I think this is something I should possibly do on my own.
Well,
There's
you have
some
the
things that we need to discuss.
like you have the Rocky Talkie.
I know.
Call us if you need some help or something.
Yeah, he'll just be like, I would go upstairs and check on Addie, but I'm gonna give him his space.
It's the best idea right now.
I'm not. I made food for him. He better come eat it.
God.
I'm talking about space from Cole.
Huh?
I'm talking about space from Cole from what happened. I think he's a little upset about that.
The only thing Cole's gonna do is just be like, well, when he does come downstairs, he's just gonna hand it over to Rognarv, and it's the one children's book that he got, and then the Earth Elemental gem is there.
Okay.
It's like, just let him know these are for him. So,
Okay.
and Cole's gonna head out back over to the coins.
Okay. I'll move your mini there, and we'll get to that when we get to that. What's about the rest of you guys downstairs? Is there anything specific that you guys want to be doing?
West is gonna grab a plate of food that he made. He's gonna walk upstairs and he's gonna kick Addie's door in.
Good God.
As you, the door kind of flies in. You hear from downstairs, "If you break the door," and just
Didn't break the door! I made you food, Addie, and it's here. Do you want to eat it downstairs, or are you gonna just stay on the floor?
He's curled up in a ball, and you knocking down the door startled him for a second, but he just like, huh? He's, what?
Okay, West is gonna just carefully close the door.
okay.
Okay.
And then he's gonna just put the food on, like the plate of food on the floor in front of Addy. He's just gonna sit down, cross-legged.
Just out of curiosity, what
yes.
did you make?
Oh, fried chicken and hotcakes, if I recall correctly.
Fried chicken and hotcakes, because he doesn't have a waffle iron, so it would have been fried chicken and waffles, but...
Fried chicken and carbs!
Yeah!
Delish, right?
What everybody needs.
No.
I'll
Rognarv
say that West, at this time, you swear, and it alerts you. As you see the room where Oleg is, the door is on fire.
That's not normal. Okay.
Forgot what Oleg was doing. Holy crap! What are you doing here?
Turn that you're doing?
And Elle fucking yells at me for breaking the door. Alright,
You see this flame just all around the door, but nothing else, just the door itself.
Okay, hey Elle, we have a door that's on fire up here, but it's not like going anywhere else. It's just the door.
You hear plates clinking and crashing and just breaking on the floor, and like maybe about I would say about 2 minutes later, you see Elle with buckets of water, and as she's running up, the flame just dies down.
Does the door look like burnt or
It
anything?
looks perfectly fine, and
Ominous.
when she comes up, the flames are gone, and she just looks at you, grabs one of the buckets, and sprays you with water.
It was.
You see the fire?
She didn't see the fire, and she just grabs the other buckets, funny, and just walks
I'm
down.
not. Fine.
Hey Wes, you're what now?
It's
So-
my bastard month.
It's your battle.
Oh my god. Ew.
Oleg. As I don't think that this music is quite fitting for what you're doing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh boy!
Oleg, as you lay all these pieces of paper down, first hour goes by, you're unable to solve it. Your brain hurts. Second hour goes by, you're unable to solve it. 3-4 hours pass, and finally the cube fits correctly, and it just springs open, and this bright light shines from it. All your candles are extinguished, and just the light itself, as the pages start fluttering in the air in this almost vortex-like suction within the room, as the Doomsword speaks. You finally opened it. I knew you were a warrior. I knew you were destined for this. Let's see how much more we can kill together. As the room, from wall to wall, you just see flame start erupting. But it's not hot in this room. As you see a small red hand move from in the cube as this starts opening up. Almost like it's impatient. In the second that this tiny hand was able to and it's tiny, I mean like smaller than a child's hand, just trying to grab onto what the surface, and a second one comes out, and you see what looks to be like a scorpion tail as this little imp comes out of this cube. I'm free. Oh, did you open it? Did you open the box?
Yes, I did.
Master.
Uh-oh.
And you see this small imp.
You have what's amigo?
I have things for you, master. Kind of goes in, and the first thing that he grabs is a beating heart. Goes in deeper and grabs a small really worn down. You feel that the leather is like almost paper thin. Like you could probably rip it if you without trying. But when he places it down, feels heavy. And then he brings out an eye, still attached with all of its I want to say cords, but that's not the right word. Not retina.
Optic nerve.
Thank you. All of his optic nerves.
For you, master.
And then just the imp flies out in the room and then just lands on your shoulder.
I can be your guide. The cube is yours now.
And then you see the cube starts closing. It's taking a really long time. As you see that every time it compartmentalizes and moves and gets closer, reopens and closes, like it's undoing years worth of struggle and effort into open this.
Those are for you, master. You can do whatever you want with them.
Explain them to me.
Flies over, grabs the heart.
This was the last component they needed. It's a heart. It's worthless. Unless you want to eat it.
Puts it down. And grabs the eye with the octopus kind of like... Once the imp grabs it, you see like they move and twitch.
You can have the vision of a devil if you want. Nothing can escape your eye.
Puts it down. And then he opens a bag and you see... Can you roll me a D4?
Oh boy.
Two.
You see 2 glowing orbs inside.
Souls. This is her soul bag. You can consume it. Become strong.
Closes back up.
I'm so concerned.
This is the worst Rubik's Cube ever.
You opened a Hellraiser cube.
So, can the cube be opened anymore or not? Is it a normal cube or just went back to what it used to be?
It's at the moment currently working its way in there. Do you ask the imp?
What is there anything else in that box?
No. It's now yours. You can
Is it
put
useless
whatever.
or can it be used?
You can put something in. You can put anything in.
Can I put the heart in the bag and the eye back in the box?
Yeah. Only you can open it now. You
Yes.
have the puzzle. Anyone else that tries could die. Master.
Question: how long does it take me to do the puzzle to open the box? Is it immediate or takes a while?
Once the cube kind of like forms itself, it actually takes you about a minute once you set the puzzle. So once you
Okay.
activate it, it takes you a minute to open it. But anyone
Right.
else has to meet that DC 30.
So I'm going to put the heart and the eye in the bag with the 2 souls.
Okay.
And what about the leather? Is that the bag?
Yeah. So there is a soul bag. That's what the imp will call it. And there's 2 souls currently in there. A still beating heart, who the imp says it's worthless to you, but it tastes good. And then there is an eye of a devil that will give you the devil's vision.
And then what to do with the imp? Okay.
As you see when the box is being closed, it's eerily nervous.
Okay. Open the box. And I say, why don't you get in? That way you feel safe. I'll open it when I need you.
If that's your wish, master, but I could
That's
be
my
of
wish.
use.
He just looks angry at you, but like it's like it's not wanting to, but something is forcing it to move into the box. As you see, it starts dragging its nails to the ground. I can help you, master. And it starts dragging its tail.
I'll call you.
And
I need you.
Oleg's so cold-blooded. I love it.
and just closes in the box, and you close it. And the imp, the eye, the souls, and the beating heart are all inside of this box.
Okay.
And then the room looks normal. And you just hear... You think is a dwarven woman downstairs yelling at Wes, and then of something being like thrown onto the wall, water or something, you assume.
Okay. I take the notes and roll them up into a scroll.
Okay.
I find a loose board on the floor and I open it and I stick the scroll in there and close
Okay. It you feel the one's kind of loose, and you might just use your dagger a little bit and just kind of stuff it in there. Not. Excuse me, apologies. Oh, that was a bad burp. It doesn't take you long to do it, and kind of just loosen it and just push the nail back down. Easy enough. And there is now just a gold and black cube in the center of this room. You see that the candles all get lit, one after another.
I extinguish the candles and open the door.
When you do that, you just see a West is like, God, looking as completely soaked, and water kind of spilling, going into this uneven floor and just kind of draining toward the other end of the room.
Okay. What's up, guys?
You okay there, buddy?
I'm good.
Your door was on fire.
How about that?
Oleg just saying, "What's up, guys?"
How about that?
Whatever. Okay.
What's for breakfast?
Fried chicken and hot cakes. Go get it while it's still hot.
I'm going down.
All right, Oleg.
I imagine that.
I do need you to roll me percentiles.
So no one's portion
twice.
controlling Rognarv downstairs.
Yeah, no, not a damn person.
Uh-oh. Maybe there's fried chicken down there, but the hotcakes are
66.
66 for the first one. Okay, give me 1 second as I find the correct page.
Wes just gonna go back to Addie's room after that. It's like just talking to himself, like, all right, maybe I imagine that. Maybe that's just another weird thing that I'm seeing. Okay. What else is new? I got a whole bunch of shit going on in my head.
Long term.
Eddie's eating his food with his hands, just shoving it in his face.
Perfect.
That's
Alrighty.
fried chicken and hotcakes.
Roll me 1d10.
No silverware required.
Your pancake is the vehicle for the chicken.
7.
Yeah.
7. For the next 7
That's
minutes,
silverware.
you're seeing very vivid hallucinations. You start noticing that these are hallucinations when the first one you try to interact with, but every person's face that you see is twisted and looks demonic.
Oh God.
But to be honest, probably as soon as you're done eating your hotcakes and your chicken, they look back to normal. I need you to roll me the last percentile.
I feel like Oleg doesn't look us in the eye long enough to even care
Probably.
about this kind of thing.
Like,
Yeah.
he looks
31.
31, okay.
like effects of
Okay.
opening the box.
I'm going to type this to you, and then you choose and you interpret this how you want.
I feel like he identifies us by vague descriptions. Just off of like a one-off glance.
Right. So, what are you doing, guys?
Oh, Cole's heading to the coins.
All right. What about the rest of y'all?
Just checking on Addie. Just like, you doing alright, buddy? You okay?
Yes.
You sure?
as far as I'm concerned. Are you okay?
And yeah, interpret that as you will.
I thought I saw a door on fire, but I guess not. I don't know. Just, I guess some of the side effects of, being dead for a second and then not. Are you sure you're okay? Do you want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
I guess, if that will make you feel better.
I just want to make sure you're okay. Like, it's a big thing to be alive and then not alive and then alive. It's a whole very traumatic experience that not a lot of people get to discuss in their lifetime with somebody who understands it. So if you want to talk about it with me, you can, because I did that too.
I had a chat with the Raven Queen. Apparently this is not my first time.
Oh. Wait, you got to talk with the Raven Queen?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yes. We've known each other for a bit.
Oh, okay. I was just slapped awake by a big angry red guy.
I too saw a big angry red guy.
I feel like we've had this conversation. Was he wearing a shirt?
No, we discussed this. He was in a trench. He was clothed.
Okay, fine.
You look like the mall goth kid.
Very tall. Lanky, kind of.
Lanky, alright, yeah, that's where our difference... That's where the differences begin.
I have no idea who this was. I think I might now, but that's for a different conversation. I'm fine, Wes.
Yeah, that's an individual that we're taking issue with right now. I don't have all of the details on it yet, but I'm supposed to I don't know, potentially kill Cole.
Oh boy. I would prefer if you did not.
I would prefer if I did not, too. But there's a bridge we might have to cross at some point, and it might get ugly. It might not be my decision in the end. And I don't know how to feel about it.
Huh. Well...
I guess you weren't all there for it, but when we were in that room with the big book, and Cole talked about who he was associated with, I had a voice. Well, he's not a little voice; he's a very big voice. The voice in the back of my head that just said "kill it," directed towards Cole, and I'm like, okay, that's a problem. So I have many questions about that.
How do we go about figuring that out?
Well, I have to ask him. But sometimes that might result in things being on fire, like Oleg's door that I thought was on fire, but I guess wasn't.
Perhaps it is a side effect of your new circle?
I don't know, things have been setting on fire before I discovered the Druid stuff.
Yes. When he says that, give me an insight check, please.
Okay, hold on.
There was a time where I tried to Ariell, turned me on to the idea of meditating, so I tried that to get some answers and connect with this, and I did that once. I kind of sort of exploded a room in a tavern. One of the Sea Devils taverns, actually. Jamal and Elle were not happy. And I don't want to ruin another room.
You got an 18.
Okay, I'm gonna send you something on Discord.
And the last time we tried to get in contact with him, which was back in Whitestone, I tried to kill you. So,
To be fair, a lot of things try to kill me.
I mean, something actually succeeded this time, but But now you're back, so technically it didn't succeed.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's weird. You're gonna wanna... You're gonna want to forget it a lot and use, hello, flash flood warning. Yeah, you're gonna want to spend a lot of time forgetting it, because I know I did.
I don't think I can. According to what I was told, I'm supposed to know what it's like.
Well, that's fucking haunting.
Yeah. And, she said after all this is over, I will figure out who was responsible for the first go. Which leads me to believe that it's someone I know. Because they said that they didn't want me to be distracted.
It wouldn't have been the crazy rabbit lady, would it? She
would kill for me. I don't think she would kill me.
No, that's the other thing. Because, she seems kind of attached to you in a very obsessive, unhealthy way. So maybe if you died and you were brought back, maybe she was the one that brought you back because she is obsessed with you in a really unhealthy way.
Possible. But same thing could be said about what Cole did, too.
Don't my boy.
I don't think of it like that. I mean, I don't know. It could
the same thing.
Okay, so maybe that's what it is. But I will defend Cole in the sense of, he gets really panicky and he doesn't think straight whenever he gets panicky, so he just does the first thing that comes to mind.
Y'all, I can't defend myself.
I mean, you really can't right
you
now.
assholes.
Haha!
He's really, kind of shaky sometimes.
And is that an excuse?
It's not. I'm just trying to give an explanation as to why he would have done it. I don't know what was going through that little head of his.
I'm sure she has an explanation as well.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. I mean, I'm sure everybody has their reasons.
Wes, me and Cole talked about it. It's okay.
Oh, so you already talked about it. So why did he do it?
I think he likes me.
Like he likes you, or like he likes you more than I don't understand where this conversation's going. Because I like you. You're cool.
I feel. Let's just say I feel like if our Druid meeting was at a different time, things would have gone very differently.
Wait, okay, Wynn explained this to me. So say,
Oh, Wynn. Oh.
I love Wynn so fucking much. So like, if you were at the Druid Festival and Cole was at the Druid Festival and you had to pick a partner, Cole would have picked you as a partner? Is that how this works? Am I doing this right?
I believe so.
Aha, I understand it now.
Oh my god.
But I thought the purpose of the Druid gathering was to make more Druids. You can't make Druids that way. That's not how that... Wait. I might be getting confused again. I'm gonna stop talking right now.
You hear in the back of your head, might be surprised.
There are many things I don't know in this world.
Does Rognarv have to talk to you again about the birds and the bees?
Hey, when the birds and the bees don't work, there's dark magic.
There's dark, horrifying blood magic.
Some might call it fun.
Some just call that a Saturday.
Yeah. So.
Or an anniversary present. Anyway.
It's not even my birthday!
It's your anniversary. I present you Phoebus.
I'd like a refund, please.
Just holds him out like a little fucking potato. There you go.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you really need to be in the Alistair Discord. So, Cole.
Yes.
At this moment, you are arriving to your mother's house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your house as well, but you know.
Yeah, it's more hers than his.
Yeah. You do see that there's a little bit of a smoke coming out from the chimney. It's probably cooking. You smell something nice. You definitely smell fresh spice. Probably went shopping this morning.
Mm-hmm. Cole's just like kind of giving himself a little bit of a pep talk, like, okay, you got this. You got this. Goes inside. Hey, Mom.
Oh, hi. Have you eaten? You always look skinny, so I don't know.
Thank you for that.
Just starts
Hey,
pouring soup into a bowl.
Can we talk, please?
Should I be concerned? Oh, hi, Cinnabon. Hello, baby.
Hello, Cinnabon.
Just open the door, why don't you? All right, okay.
Wait, so Kaizen has a Cinnabon?
Kaizen has a Cinnabon.
Has that Cinnabon? I don't know if you can see him. Well, his little ear.
Well, she is, as I always imagined, she is a wizard, and she does have a familiar. So.
Oh, that's right. Cinnabon's
It's
familiar.
a corgi.
Sure. Well, that's canon. She has a corgi familiar.
Right now, it's a corgi.
Right now, it's a corgi. So, what do you do?
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, this is... Oh, no, she asked, should I be concerned, Colt?
Yes, sorry, that's what she asked.
Cole's just doing...
Is this about Anthony or about the pretty boy?
He's just gonna sit down at the table. I know this is a conversation that we growing up, it was never really talked about, but I just need an idea.
Okay. Is this where... Should I make tea? Is that gonna... Do you want some tea, honey?
Yes, please.
Okay. She goes and brews your favorite tea, grabs a specific local honey that you want, kind of pours it in, pours a little cup of spice in there too. After about...
I guess while she's doing that, Cole's just gonna state it. Why don't you ever like talking about Dad?
I guess you're old enough for this conversation. You are in your early 20s.
I'm 26, Mother.
Okay, mid sounds like you're old, and you have a baby face.
You'll always be her baby.
It's not that I don't like talking to him, I just don't find it productive. It was a fling, a hot fling.
My god, like her and Lena would get along so well.
Oh my God. I need them to sit and have tea together.
I was young. 40s is still young. I was young. And he was just a little bit of the excitement that I thought I needed. But he's an unreliable, she stops herself, person. And had really nothing to do in your youth. He didn't help you when you needed it. He wasn't there for the first day of school. He wasn't there when people were bullying you. He just wasn't there. So, I don't see him as your father.
Again, just the nervous habit of just picking at his lip, and it's just like a lot of things happened at the library earlier.
Did you get the information you needed?
I guess.
Well, that's good. As you're seeing that she's her knees moving, and you're also now noticing her nervous tick.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of getting the feeling like, you know, your mom. It's worrying her that you got some answers in the back of your head. It's almost like the day that you left, like that nervousness.
Yeah, and Cole's just gonna be like, Mom, I know I can scry, and I know you can as well. Like,
Yes.
he's just gonna be like, you know, everything I do is, I just want you to be safe.
Yes. Kind of looks at you confused. But you know that she's giving you like the space to like you formulate your own thing without her like pressing hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a lot of things happen at the library, and I'm confused, and yeah, we were at the Sea Devils earlier, and he knows that Jamal's a friend of T's as well, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we went to the Sea Devils. Elle mentioned that Jamal's missing, and there's just a lot. There's a lot.
Okay. Do you want to handle one topic at a time?
Yeah, he'll just nod.
What do you want to talk about first, hon?
I guess going, just because again, it's just one of those little things that's just nagging at his brain. I know that this conversation probably should have dropped, but was Dad normal, or was he a tiefling like me?
He was a tiefling. He had a very it wasn't something easy to hide. And he had very dark red skin, oddly dark protruding horns, hooves, a tail. And it was almost something that I think he had a hard time as a child. Anyone stared, he just opened conflict with the individual. If anyone was looking, or he thought was looking, he just wanted to start a fight, even though I know he can't. It was almost as if someone was saying, if you want, I think, if you want to see a monster, he showed them the monster.
Cole's just listening, just kind of like nodding, like, okay.
That corgi is just sometimes... I know he likes to eat lemons, but it's just sometimes.
Yeah, Cole's just been like, okay. And then he's just gonna kind of, pull out from his bag Jamal's apron. It's like, I've only been able to, like, for Jamal disappearing, I've only been able to scry him twice, or scry him once and tried speaking with him twice. I didn't know if there was any way to actually pinpoint his location.
Oh, that's just kind of looking around. That's hard. I mean, I assume you can cast locate on them, but that's only like 1,000 feet. You're finding a needle in a haystack the size of the world.
Are there any places in Absalom that would be considered underground that you know of?
I mean, there's the guilds. Do you think he was involved with? Kind of like makes short turns to the doors, and like looking at all the windows. Sure, he wasn't involved in any of the thieves or the assassins.
I don't believe so. And Cole's going to inform her about like the whole thing about how archmages having their components taken and whatnot. They don't have any recollection of things that have happened. They were looking in on it, and
I don't think it has anything to do with them. A thief can steal from you, but a thief cannot wipe your mind.
do you have any idea what could wipe a person's mind?
Anyone with the correct component. I don't know, hun. Whatever it is, please don't get involved.
Cole's just gonna take a deep breath, and it's like, I don't think that's an option, Mother.
Well, tell me everything you know, and we can formulate a plan. We can see what the best way to tackle this is.
I mean, he'll give her what information he was able to get via, like, you know, the scrying and the sending.
Okay. So
And then, from what the because aside from Jamal, he was able to pinpoint, like, what other components that were around him were, right? From when he did the scrying?
Did I mention components? And if so, what did I mention?
I wanted to say you mentioned something along the lines of, like valuables, like treasure or something like that. I could be wrong, though.
Okay. Until I have recollection if someone corrects me. Gems for sure would be something that would be
Yes,
around.
that's what it was. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, that checks out with my memory, because I think Ariell is currently finding out other things that are not the gems.
Yeah.
So I assume you told her all that. Did you tell her what Ariell was doing?
Yeah, he would have mentioned that too.
Okay, so now that she has the entire picture of everything for Jamal and everything that's been happening, did you tell her what happened in the library?
Cole is probably going to break down a little bit and just mention about what the one thing that is still at the very forefront of his mind, and that's Addie's death.
Okay. What about it specifically do you tell her? Because whatever information you tell her is what I can use to, like, discern what she can help you with.
Well, that, he's not going to say exactly what book it was that he read it out of, but he will mention the whole spell of creating the avatar, and that list for that spell or the components for that spell were missing, like the list or whatever for it.
Okay. Okay. She's looking kind of concerned. All right. So, where would I be? And it's almost like she was really concerned when we were talking about Addy, but now that you mentioned an avatar, like a new wave of like concern is like on her. Okay, so if this is not a simple spell, this is not going to be a simple ritual. It's going to take a while. There's going to be effects. There's going to be regional effects.
Repeat that?
There's going to be regional effects. It's okay. So the gems tend to absorb and manipulate the energy. So there's going to be a lot of energy being used, and the number of them. Oh, that's. Okay, religious artifacts are also being taken. Okay, so I believe that this is not going to be a you read it, it's done. This is going to take a while. You know how sometimes when you cast spells, you can take about 10 minutes or so to just cast it as what did they say in school, like ritualistically?
Yes.
Sometimes even an hour or so. This is going to take a lot longer than that. A day, days. If what you're saying is right, I don't know how Jamal's caught up with it. I don't know why they're focusing or interested in him.
Cole's gonna probably spill the bean on that.
Spill the bean.
Huh?
The bean.
The bean.
The
Yeah.
whole bean.
Just probably because he's a dragon and they need his heart.
Okay. Well. Oh. Okay. One of my best friends is a dragon. Glad you didn't tell me that.
Whoops! I'm sure he had a good reason, Mom.
Yeah. It's a dragon. Okay. This is not arcane. This is divine. A lot of divine magic is done to manipulate rules, bend the things that people above or below want. So if this is, we're gonna start seeing effects somewhere. And I mean on a grand scale. If half of the gems you're mentioning, if this many wizards are being wiped, I don't know. I mean, a couple 100 feet maybe, things are gonna be weird. Do you know what god they're trying to bring? That could be a big clue.
Cole will mention Lamash too.
Okay. She is the patron of monsters and pregnancy. We'll start seeing a lot of monsters, and I mean I'm shooting in the dark here. Maybe women were start getting pregnant for no reason. Like this is gonna be a regional effect. Like I don't know, 200 feet, 300 feet, something. We're gonna see some stuff.
Okay.
When did you see Jamal?
I scryed him last night.
Can you scry on him now?
I can try. He'll take the apron and he'll cast scrying.
Okay.
He'll pull out the mirror and do it.
I believe scrying lasts, 10 minutes? Is that correct?
Let me double check.
As you cast scrying, the mirror just ripples, almost liquid-like, and you see Jamal in chains, still in his human form. Just concerned, looking around, almost like he's trying to sleep, but every noise he just panics and stays for a bit. You see that he's still there, and as she kind of peeks over towards the mirror, he's still alive. They have not started. I don't think they need him alive. I really don't. Either they're still gathering, they're still prepping. I mean, if it takes a day to cast this thing, it's going to take them 2 days to prep. Maybe they're still gathering things. It doesn't mean that we have a lot of time, but it's not now. And she's like looking. I don't know where that is. That's
Cole just looks concerned.
It's near water.
So
Those unless they are deep in the Underdark, that plant life would need a source of water. A cave with the water source, maybe?
do you know if there are any caverns over by, like, say, the... Because what, you would consider, like, all of this out here a lagoon, right?
Everything out here would be mountainous and it goes into desert.
Oh, no, I meant, like, where I'm...
Oh, yeah, sorry, I did not know where you're pointing. Yes. It could be. But that's... I know, that's a little outside my scope. I can try getting books and reading on this, maybe asking your druidic friends. But salt water is not the same as fresh water. I don't think it would be near the sea. I really don't.
Okay.
I mean, before you get into the deserts, somewhere in the Cyclops territory, but I don't think I'm giving you any help. I'm just...
It's something. Cole's gonna stand up and give his mom a hug.
As you see that she has not touched her tea at all and is probably cold by now. She just gives you a big hug and embraces you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like...
Yes.
Yeah, again, just, well, thank you for what you could give me. What answers you could give me.
I'll talk to Elle and I'll talk to T and see what we can do. See if there's anything that we can help you with. Any clues?
Okay.
Keep her eyes and ears open. Okay. We're gonna
Yeah,
stop.
Cole's just gonna gather up his stuff and pretty much say bye to her again and head back to the rest of the party.
Alright, as you give her a hug, you see that she, like, before you're leaving, Claire's like, okay, we're gonna stop, but God. Okay, that's that, yes. Okay. And she's just nervously talking to herself as, like, the door's being closed. And I think with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll see what you guys want to do. We'll talk about it, and then we'll be back in 15 or so. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Enjoy the intermission. welcome back. So, oh, hey, my volume is on my phone. So, as you and Kaizen have a terrifying conversation,
Yes.
what about the rest of the vagabonds? What are you guys doing?
What time is it now?
Noon, getting towards 1.
Okay, so we're done with breakfast, so where's lunch?
Wes, where's lunch?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was running a full-service cafe just for Rognarv.
Eddie and West have been in their room talking about Druid.
This is exactly
Customs.
correct.
I wasn't talking about West. I was just asking what's for lunch. I didn't specifically.
Are you asking the lovely and very patient and wonderful tavern owner who is worried to death about the whereabouts of her husband what's for lunch?
No, I was just in the table saying what's for lunch, and Brom is there.
Rom just moves. Skywalks is kind of there just chirping, trying to imitate the birds outside.
No, I think Rognarv's full with the non-portion control hotcakes.
Yeah, Oleg, good thing you got there in time, because if not, you're pretty sure Rognarv would have eaten everything.
Well, just the hotcakes, not the chicken.
Oh, just a hot.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe 2 pieces of chicken and just the hot. So just the.
For sure, for sure. Speaking of things, I need to ask somebody something. Speaking of cooking, it is a lovely day in Absalom. The sun is out, the clouds are covering, so it's cool. What are you guys doing?
I mean,
Be back here, or do we need to fetch Cole?
Cole's making his way back.
West is upstairs with Addy. They're talking druid shit, and
Oh, okay. I'm talking to Brom. Should we fetch Cole?
Brom's the best conversationalist.
No, you think so?
She really commands a room. Yeah, but West is just upstairs, just like, I don't, I don't know exactly when the thing setting on fire started, but it definitely is a thing.
What thing?
Oh, this is upstairs.
Oh, so what's
I'll-
our next move?
I'll say that they're like that, and then you guys are downstairs.
Rognarv's been your conversation partner, Oleg, and Brom.
Okay, Oleg. Ragnar. What are we gonna do?
I think right now we're just waiting for Cole to come back, and then because she has information, or looking for information, so that we can find Jamal or something.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the Rocky Talkie. Cole, do we need to fight you?
Wait, what was that?
Cole, do we need to fetch you? Was uttered on the Rocky Talkie.
Cole's just being like, I'm on my way back.
You have to yell at me. I'm just asking a question.
I wasn't yelling.
Cole's there. You guys are on this floor, and they're on that floor.
Yeah, Cole just being like,
You find out something.
no, but my mother is gonna keep an eye out. I'm wherever they're keeping Jamal, there has to be a water source, not necessarily salt water. It has to be fresh water, probably.
So
And this is probably something that's going to take at least a couple days for them to do. Possibly. To gather what they need.
is there some kind of lake, maybe in the outskirts, that you know of?
Possibly. I don't like going through Cyclops territory.
Maybe that's where they are. They're trying to hide there because no one's gonna go there. You think?
I mean,
What's our next move? Where is Ariell? What is he doing?
As you guys know, that he was trying to gather information, and he's currently speaking to and going to these wizards and seeing what they know. And
Yeah.
a lot of their personal labs or studies in libraries have been raided, and they have no idea what's happening. But this is a constant pattern as he's traveling throughout Absalom, and he's gathering this information.
Cole's gonna be looking between Rognarv and Oleg and just like, where are Addie and West?
Upstairs.
Meanwhile-
Apparently there was a fire, but I guess it was taken care of. I don't know.
A fire goes upstairs.
Oh,
It's like,
yes, I think it was taken care of. Hell came back with a bucket of empty buckets.
yeah, just goes upstairs like, I heard there was a fire. Is everybody okay? Just sees you two having the powwow on there.
I feel like West and Addie are both like laying flat on the floor in opposite directions, just talking.
God.
I just look over when
It's like
Cole enters.
foot to head.
Like West is probably like back flat on the floor while his legs are up against the wall. Honestly,
And Addie's doing the opposite.
Are
yes.
you two good?
In what sense?
What he said.
That's a proper question.
So existential crisis, got it.
That always.
Hey Wes, you know what that word means?
That too. I've been on a journey to understand what that word means.
So, Jamal may be held like in a place that's.
Do you guys want to have a powwow, like all of you guys sitting together, or do you, or just to not transfer? Like I said,
Yeah.
repeat it to everybody else.
Do you want us to go downstairs to talk, or?
We can.
Okay.
I'll say that as you guys are doing that, and it kind of looks a little bit serious. L is, you have one barrel, and that's all the rum you have. After that, I'm going to start charging you. Then just brings over a stein of rum for every single one of y'all.
Cole's just like, that's
thought
not
we were
my
already
top.
paying
That's
for
not my fancy. Thank you. He's just gonna pass that over to West.
Okay.
It was just like, go.
So like I thought we are paying for the room from last night, and
You're trying to save my husband. No.
But
You
yeah,
hear someone yells, and she's like, "Be there in a fucking minute," and then just kind of goes.
are we
Shoot,
going
fella.
back upstairs or are we staying here on the table downstairs?
Look, you guys, you have well, each one of you has a room, so you guys have many rooms to discuss this, or you can sit down at the bar. The tavern isn't
Looking-
terribly.
Is there any people?
There's people there, but it's not terribly packed.
Either way, it was like maybe it's better if we go on a room than if it's a serious matter.
yeah, I don't know who's listening.
Let's go back to the room.
Create.
I am gonna leave like 5 silver on the table.
All right, fair enough.
Cole will offer up to like we can all have this conversation in his room. He probably has all of his freaking notes sticking out and around, like it looks like something out of like From Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There's also there's like the yard going here.
Yeah.
And he just looks to West and speaks in Druidic like, we were upstairs, now we're downstairs, now we're going back upstairs?
You know,
He's not wrong.
yeah, I mean, look, obviously we're not the best at decision making.
Clearly.
I mean, you fit right in, don't you?
Listen. There's too much movement. We just need to pick a spot and sit. We need to pick a plan and do it.
Now, the one question I do have out of character.
Big words coming from you, Addy, and he's just gonna give him an elbow in the rib.
Oh my god. Who has the book?
Ariell.
Ariell has
Addie's
it.
gonna yank at West's chest hair.
Oh my god. Wes is putting Addy in a headlock.
Oh, this is lovely.
As you guys are wrestling.
Cole's just gonna look over and just shake his head.
Wes is just like mid shoving Addy into his armpit, like.
So what's going on? What needs to be talked about, and what are we doing? What's our next plan? What's our next move?
I would like to be able to figure out where we can find Jamal, but I don't know how we can do that when we have no idea where exactly he is. I can possibly try to what's the word? Process of elimination it by communing.
These roots are huge. Let me reshape it.
Will. Oh yeah, if this is the size of the whoa shit, what happened?
I'm shaping the room.
Earthquake.
So you guys
Yeah,
could,
no, but
be a little bit more realistic. All right, there you go.
I was gonna say, like, if that's the case, there's the one bed, probably on this wall right here. That's where all the notes Cole has are pinned up and etc.
10 feet. Okay, good. There we go. That's good.
Mark Anthony's just sitting on the dresser. I don't know if this is a conversation that we should have with Ariell or...
You can also just have the Rocky Talkie on.
Yeah, true. Just... So... My biggest concern right now is they may possibly be whoever has Jamal may be possibly trying to use him.
Oh wait,
as...
just to confirm for Coleton, since he's there, are you guys speaking to the Rocketagi or no? Just to know what information he does or does not have.
Yeah, Cole will just have it on.
Okay.
For the information that we have gathered, there may be the possibility that they're trying to, wherever Jamal is, they're trying to obviously do some sort of ritual that's going to take a few days or so to do. And part of me is wondering if that is to basically create an avatar. And Cole explaining to us and Addie what that means.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, So they're gonna make a person?
In a way, yes.
A person? What kind of person?
I don't know. Yes, that.
Isn't Ariell trying to become a god?
Oh, walkie-talkies on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
You would hear Ariell. Yes, but not like this. The correct way.
Oh, tickle me pink. I didn't think there was a correct way or not.
Is there ever truly a correct way to do anything?
You will definitely hear Ariell just be like, yes, there is.
But
That's why I skipped to each
I don't.
So what do we do about it?
I really don't know where to go next. Unless I try to commune with my deity.
Is that a good idea?
I've already asked a lot of late, so I don't know if he'll even answer.
I'm not very religious, but do you want me to ask my deity? I'm not like a cleric like you.
Can you cast commune?
No. I'm just gonna ask for a prayer and give me a miracle, buddy.
I mean, if you're gonna commune with your guy, just
Cole's gonna just be like, you're gonna see him take a piece of paper and just crumple it up in front of his walkie-talkie and literally just like turn it off.
Okay.
amazing.
Let's be very certain, Wes, not to say anything around, the angel that doesn't
I wasn't
know.
gonna say anything. You just said you were gonna commune with your guy, and I confirmed that.
You do hear at the other end of the walkie-talkie a voice.
Oh, shit.
Addie, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Oh hey,
Cole's gonna hear that and he's gonna just crumple the paper even more like,
Are you doing like the static thing?
We're going under a tunnel. Yo, make it.
Wes takes the walkie-talkie.
Okay. What are you doing
West,
to us?
please.
Who's this?
Who's this?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I love Vic holding the D20.
Yeah, this is the walkie-talkie,
It's a
obviously.
walkie-talkie, yeah, exactly. Put Addie on.
I mean, he's
Now.
right here.
Addie, what are you
Technically,
doing?
that's my property.
Addie is
So-
nobody's property. Except
I
for
didn't
maybe
say that.
mine.
Oh,
I'm not sure you understand how that word works. Then
give me West. Give me the thing.
you can hear her just fine.
Cole's gonna be like, Wes, if you give that to him, you are dead to me.
Oh,
I already died once.
awkward silence.
You hear nothing on the other line. About like maybe a minute passes by.
I mean, I'm holding it right here, Addie. If you want to say something, you can say something.
Yes. He's talking into it.
What are you doing? That's all you-
We're currently at a tavern trying to figure out what we're doing.
Don't do anything stupid, or I will kill you.
Cole off to the side, like muttering, "What?"
West is actually gonna laugh.
If you can hear like a dial tone, you would hear a dial tone.
West is gonna fucking laugh so fucking hard.
Oh. Right. I won't.
You
I think
hear
she's gone.
a very like.
Oh.
Okay, good. Like how do I say? Like a Karen who thinks that they won the conversation.
Great.
So.
All right. Is that all you wanted to say? Have you been listening to these?
Yes. Everything.
I mean, she stole our rock, so obviously.
No.
What has Rocco
Addie
been doing?
Gave it to me. He's been communing, he says. Whatever that means.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Wynn says that's usually another word for something else.
I see.
He's gone out into the woods, and apparently a bearded man keeps calling him.
Calling him or what?
I don't know. I don't really care what he's doing. Just saying that he went off into the woods, and nobody's seen him for a couple days.
Huh. Oh. And Wynn is okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
And Lena?
Yes, of course she's fine. She's always fine. Everybody's fine.
Are you fine?
Physically.
Right.
Just hurry up with whatever avatar stuff you're doing and whatever. Just come back.
I will. And he's just gonna stay quiet.
Okay.
Cole's gonna just say a lot of colorful curse words and infernal. That's about it.
Wait, so she's been listening to our conversations through this?
That's
Yeah,
rude.
Apparently.
Do you think that's safe?
Cole's just turning it off and just shoving it back in his pocket, just like...
So,
breach
you
of
guys-
privacy. It's... I just...
Be clear, I did not give that to her. She threw it in the water. You all remember that.
I knew it! She stole it!
Can I roll Arcana if I can
lying bitch.
connect the whole thing and then reconnect them again to just the stones?
That we have? You would know that it's really not how that works unless you dispel magic it. That's the only way.
In order to, you're gonna have to first cancel your service plan, and then you're gonna have to re-sign up for a new service plan.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to do. Like,
You're gonna have to talk to customer support on that one. I don't know about it.
So, yo, what's the game plan? What do you guys want to do?
I don't.
so you're gonna do that thing where you follow the road. Wink, wink.
Yeah, just, you're gonna contact your guy, you're gonna ask your questions, because that's what you do as a cleric, and we'll just wait till you give us an answer.
Oh, God. Let me figure out what exactly I need to ask him.
Can you help guide us so that the world don't get destroyed? I don't know, something along that line.
So, and you mentioned that your mom was looking for Jamal, right? Is that a thing you mentioned, or?
Yeah, that she was going to basically get in touch with Ellen T.
Okay, all right. Is there anything that we could be doing, like, looking on foot for anything specific,
That's what I
or?
was wondering, if we should investigate, like, the...
Because, like, y'all are doing all this magic shit, and I feel like I'm more useful actually doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anywhere that you could point me in a direction, I'm pretty sure I could go check it out. Just so it feels like we're, doing something in the moment.
I know. I'm just trying to think of what.
You are... So, Cole, are you going to commute?
Yes, he is going to try.
Okay.
He's just gonna sit pretty much on the carpet, put Mark Anthony in front of him,
All right.
as he normally always does.
Okay.
Set up the incense and
As you take the minute or so to start preparing the spell, you see Mark Anthony's eyes glow as the commune is 3 questions. As the 3
Yes.
incense are kind of burning, and you get all this odd smell of sulfur within the room. Oleg, it reminds you a lot of the smell when you open the box.
Okay.
So, what are your 3 questions?
the first question is Jamal located outside the perimeters of Absalom?
Outside the perimeters of Absalom. Okay.
Yes.
You see one of the incense completely go away, and you all see the fox skull move, but Cole, you're the only one that hears as it says yes.
So Cole will, mention to everybody that yes, he is outside of Absalom. Outside the perimeters of Absalom. The second question is, are the hags behind Jamal's disappearance and the components from the wizards being stolen?
You all see the skull again move its jaw as the second instinct gets completely used up, and you hear a chuckled yes.
Great. That's always the last one that I have such a freaking hard time with. I know the last time he asked if with what they are the components to be used to make an avatar?
The last candle actually burned very, very bright. It gets used up. And you don't hear a yes or a no. All goes according to plan. Why do you think you're here? You know the questions. Sorry, you know the answers to the questions you are asking. Just do it. And you guys see that the energy that was within the skull collapses. As you hear on the walkie-talkie, hello? It's been some time and we lost communication.
Yeah, Cole's just gonna pull out the walkie-talkie like, yeah, I hear you.
I have an idea. If it's going to take a bit, we need all the help we can get. If Jamal's still alive, and it's going to take a while to do this, we need all the help we can get. I say we go into the desert and find my weapon, the one that the Rakasha has. With it, I know I'll be a lot stronger.
Okay.
Do you have a location?
Cole has a map.
Also,
Oh yeah, the crudely drawn one that was left for him.
Also, how long would this take? Because, not to be an asshole or anything, but, you know, a friend's life is on the line here, and I feel like the longer we take on this, the less likely we are to find him in one piece.
Well,
Didn't
if
you make that mistake beforehand?
Yes, I did, and I don't want to make it again.
That's why I want this weapon, so I could be more suited to fight these 3 hags, especially if they're trying to summon an avatar. If it makes you more comfortable, Wes, you can look here for clues, and I can go by myself and find it.
I mean, I don't know what anyone, like, does anyone have any, input on this?
Cole's just really quiet.
Perhaps we can seek out maybe the local druids here and see if maybe we talk to them about what Cole saw. We would
There's
get a better idea. There's druids everywhere. You just gotta find them. I'm sure there's a group somewhere around here.
How do you
Yeah,
find them?
all of a sudden it just being like one of those things like, oh my god, Addie, that's actually that's really smart. That's a really smart idea. They could probably be able to figure out where a water source would be out in the desert.
So how do we find the druids?
Duh.
Well, usually they gather once a season, but there's camps, I'm sure.
Addie, roll me a history.
Oh boy.
Cole, if you want, you could also roll a history, but your DC's
Oh, I think I know possibly
higher.
why.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute.
History.
Wait a minute.
Where's this history at? Yeah, 19.
19. Okay. In all your years of
Mine's
Druidicon,
Yeah.
you've never heard of a druid from this region.
Damn.
As far as you know, there's sand and there are cyclopses outside of the city. And then there's the sea. So you've never heard of a cyclops druid, you never heard of sand druids nor sea druids.
Would it be... He's never heard of them, but would he believe there probably is something?
Yeah, just you've never heard of them.
Okay.
I mean, until a couple of months ago, you never even knew that there was a circle of fire. As far as you're concerned, Wes is the first.
And he's never seen a camel, so...
He's never seen a camel either.
Never heard of a camel, so...
I imagine Cole... Oh, sorry.
Cole, what did you get?
Jesus. Cole got an 18.
18. You've never seen anyone really dress like a druid in Absalom either.
Cole... No, you were saying sorry.
That's it. That's just...
Cole's gonna open his mouth and then stops. And then he looks down at the skull.
Uh-oh.
Hold on a second. And then he pulls out five sticks of incense like, oh my god. I cannot believe I'm asking you for answers.
What's happening?
Alright, are you going to speak with dead?
Yep.
Okay. As you pull out 5 incense and do the incantation to cast Speak with Dead with Mark Anthony. 5 candle incense, sorry, get lit. What are your 5 questions?
God. Yeah, it's like, Mark, in Absalom, are there any druids here? Located here?
has to be with the knowledge of what Mark Anthony knows. So let me roll. Okay. This is a stupid question. Of course, there's druids. They're in sand. They do the sand thing.
We call them sandbenders.
It's one of the instances gets lit up. Come on, come on. What questions? Gimme.
Oh my god.
I have things to do, like be dead.
And he's like, see, he gets it. He gets it.
With this spell, everybody can hear.
Yeah, it's like, oh, please.
Also, the skull is kind of floating a couple inches off the ground.
Of course he is.
Because extra.
Fucking theatrics.
Yes.
It's a very sassy skull you have there.
Thank you.
Cole looks over at Wes. You don't know the half of it. Oh shit. I don't know. From the times that you were alive here, I don't suppose you know where there would be some place that would be, you know, underground that would be perfect to hide a dragon.
So the skull does have a little bit of animation to it, not akin to like an actual skull. Like just it does kind of like move a little bit with the best that it can do to raise an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Why would its eye be on the ground? It's dirty down there.
Last I checked, you didn't have that issue before.
No.
Or had issues with getting dirty.
And as the skull kind of like moves a little bit, look at me, I'm fabulous. No.
This motherfucker.
And then another instant gets used up.
I look fantastic. Can't you tell I've lost so much weight?
I look pretty good, don't I?
Wes, don't encourage him, please.
Some say beach season. I say dead season.
Can someone say Summer Bod 2021?
I hate this.
That's some unrealistic beauty standards you've got going there. I don't think I can compete.
I don't know what else to possibly ask him.
You can
This is a
write
bad
them down,
idea.
so next time when you ask me, it goes by faster.
Hmm?
You can write them down, so next time you ask me, it goes by faster.
I know. I
Nope.
know.
Don't you talk to him like all the time?
Yes, he does. He thinks I'm not listening, but I'm always listening.
God. Anybody else have any other possible ideas of a question to ask?
He
How
already
do we
asked one.
contact these druids?
Yep.
Thank you. Cole will repeat that question.
He already answered the question, so you have 2 left. What's your next question? How do you contact them? Just candle get. You have 1 instant left.
Yeah.
My best guess. You go out into the middle of the desert, and you say, "Here, druid, 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 druid. Here, druid, 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 druid."
See, that's exactly what I have done.
Last question. I have great wisdom.
I don't even know what to ask, honestly. Cole's kind of a little bit
Is that your
pissed after
question?
that. Huh?
Is that your question? I can tell you what to ask.
Has he-
So
has
next
he-
time
has
you
he-
cast this, you only have to think of 4 more.
Sure, Mark. What?
Next time you cast this, you should ask me how my day was. Collapses.
Dick.
Everybody always wants to cast Speak with Dead, but nobody ever wants to ask, how is the dead?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Like that, you could always keep commune dead, ask the dead, ask this, ask that. Nobody asked how I am.
Nobody asked how my day is. All they want is untold secrets for their dungeons and their treasures, but nobody ever wants to ask how I'm doing. Not a please, not a thank you.
So,
Oh my God.
to just kind of frame with the last little bit of time that we have left for tonight.
Yeah.
Rognarv, you know that there is location now with your insight and intellect back where you can get a scroll to attempt to commune with these fey entities and hopefully summon the spirits to remove your curse, since she's the only one that can do it. Oleg, you have a fancy box. Congratulations. Ariell still concerned about the Rakasha who has his weapon, if that's even a thing, out in the middle of the dunes in this desert. You can attempt to try to find druids to see if they know the locations of this underground situation, as for the moment Jamal is still alive, but for how long?
I'm actually gonna ask that too. It's like, if Ariell needs some kind of help to go to the desert and look for the weapon, do you think going to the desert will help also locate the druids?
Wait, what?
Maybe if we help Ariell, there's a possibility that we'll find the druids out there.
I mean,
don't think the
there's a
druids are going to
possibility.
be in the city.
that skull has much wisdom to teach me, and I think he's got the best solution to finding these druids.
You're a druid,
I don't I don't think. Maybe Adi, you can correct me, but I think druids are more akin to the wilds rather than the city. So maybe in the desert, that's where they are living.
Possibility. Or some sort of... I don't know.
So
Other
if we
trees in the
help
desert,
Ariell-
Cole?
So if we help the Ariell with this,
Not really, no.
I mean,
There's a lot of sand for the most part.
I mean, if they're sand druids,
shrubs.
if they're sand druids, I don't think they're much on trees.
What were you saying, Ragnar?
that it's basically that, like, if maybe we can help Ariell and find the druids at the same time.
Okay, I just
Maybe Ariell needs this weapon to help defeat these hags.
okay.
Maybe we're not strong enough to defeat the hags without that weapon.
I mean, from our last go around with the hags, we were really getting our asses kicked, and Addy had his brain kind of, sort of messed with.
Not just Addy, so was Oleg.
Oh, I got one too.
You know, you never know with Oleg. This guy's just like
To be honest,
a
yes.
mystery.
To be honest, yes, I think maybe Oleg's mind was being messed with, or maybe
That was just
Oleg
Oleg's way
not
of.
Ariell. I think
Oleg's
everybody
just
wants to
sitting there with
stop
his
Ariell.
arms crossed, looking at everybody. Just,
I was like, I think Oleg wants to stop Ariell.
See, that man is
longest
just an enigma, you know?
Wes, do you know what that word means?
I don't, actually. I just know that you use that to describe something that you're not quite sure about.
All right. So, you guys have sort of a plan.
Yes.
Yes.
Unless there's any final words, we're gonna end it there, and we discuss to the week ahead, before anything that you guys want to do or prepare. You guys already do have the equipment and the camel purchased, rented. So, if there's anything you guys want to do, prepare for that. Let me know. We'll get that done, and we can start our adventure next time. So,
Okie dokie.
thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider donating to the Clash Shade program. It mean a lot to a lot of people that need help out there. Please don't forget to be kind to one another. Don't forget to love each other. We'll see you in a week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.